All right, good morning, sixth graders. Before the benchmark, we left off in our unit with Africa. So in this station, you will be learning about an African nation called Nubia. Today, we're going to move on to talking about a great African kingdom, a neighbor of Egypt to the south. This neighbor is known as the Kingdom of Kush. Kush is also called Nubia. So when you hear Kush and Nubia, know that they are the same exact place. The country where Kush was located is now called Sudan. The African kingdom of Nubia was located to the south of Egypt, closer to where the Nile River started. In this area, there was plenty of fertile soil and rainfall. Kush was known for being a society that herded cattle or cows. Number 1 says, how can we best describe Nubian society? So go ahead and summarize that in the box. Pause the video to do this now. Because they were major trading partners, Egypt and Nubia shared a lot of similar culture, especially when it came to religion. Both societies called their rulers pharaohs, and both believed that their pharaohs were gods sent to earth. But in Nubia, it was more common for the rulers to be queens, not kings. Aside from their pharaohs, Nubians and Egyptians believed in most of the same gods, although Nubians added a few, such as a lion god. Why was there so much cultural diffusion? Well, study the map. What can you make about Egypt and Kush? What inference can you make about Egypt and Kush? Go ahead and answer question number 2. Why was there so much cultural diffusion between Egypt and Kush? Aside from trade, Egypt and Nubia had close relationships in other ways. Young Nubians went to study in Egypt and brought back Egyptian customs to their homes. Nubian and Egyptian young people became friends when they traveled, and sometimes even got married to one another. How did Egyptian culture spread to Nubia? Pause the video to answer this now. Cultural diffusion can happen not just from trade and travel, but also war. When the pharaohs from Egypt conquered Nubia, Egyptian culture spread to Nubian people. This is when pyramids were built. Nubian art looked like Egyptian art, and Egyptian gods were highly praised. When Nubian pharaohs ruled Egypt, of course Nubian culture also spread to Egypt. Question 4 says, what's another way Egyptian culture spread to Nubia? Pause the video to answer this now. All in all, cultural diffusion happened between Nubia and Egypt because of trade, military conquest, and close relationships, even marriage, between the people of the two cultures.